everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and welcome to Love and Life Friday. I wanted to do just a really quick overview post of my family album. Next Saturday, I'm going to have a Project Life blog hop where things are complete, I hope, and I show you guys more in detail. But today I just wanted to take a little moment to talk about being behind or trying to get caught up. I know that in general, I'm not that far behind. I mean, I know that there are those of you dealing with having, 20 years of photos, or being, on week 3 of this year, or not even had started this year. So I know in general, like, I'm really not that far behind, but I did just want to show you what has happened with me over the last few weeks. I just have, to be honest, I've not been great about taking photos. Like, that's what it comes down to, is things have been pretty boring around here. We've not been doing a lot. And I've just felt like, we did this yesterday, why take a photo of it? And it's just a place that I get in my head that I really have to work hard to realize that's not why I do this, the whole thing. So let's just jump in. What you're looking at is week 17. And things are pretty much done up to week 17. I was taking, my daily photos. I try to take daily photos, or I try to take at least 6 to 7 photos a week. So sometimes I have photos that I'll have 2 photos that I took on Wednesday, but I use them for Wednesday and Thursday slot, that kind of thing. So it's pretty much, I'm pretty much caught up. I did some hand journaling. I did some typing, I did some computer journaling. So that's the kids, sorry. It's just that kind of morning around here. So up to week 17 was pretty good. So then week 18 happened, and then I had an insert because I went to the catalog premiere, and you can see my journaling really just starts to fall off. So no journaling done, but I was taking the photos. Sorry, I had to stop and just check on what was going on. So, week 19 has photos, and I started really realizing, you can see there are several sort of different photos for what I usually take. There's a photo of these shoes. There's a photo of my kitchen that I ended up not touching up when I knew it needed to be touched up because it was really dark. These are photos that I just started realizing I've not taken a lot of photos this week, and I really need to be better about taking photos. So I started trying to look around in our life about like what was maybe really, different things I could take photos of. So then I start missing photos. So this is a photo, I know I have it. I missed printing it that week. And that's the other thing is I stopped printing weekly because I started not having photos, and it just became a vicious cycle for me. So I print weekly. I print on Friday nights. And if I stick to doing that, this doesn't happen to me. And then once I start feeling behind, then it starts being like, well, I might as well just not even print photos this week. I don't have enough. I'll wait till next week. Then I'll do it all together, that kind of thing. And that never works. I really just have to jump right back in and start printing photos again. So you can see I start missing photos. So I'm missing 2 photos this week. I have a photo that I need to get that's here. I ended up not having photos for these, so I put other stuff in there. You'll see that next week when I chat about what is in my album. Then you can see I'm missing a photo here, missing a photo here, missing a lot of photos here. So here I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos here. This was for week 23. Then week 24, which was last week, I haven't printed yet. So I'll be printing, actually today when you're seeing this, I'll be printing all of these photos. I guess this was last week. So then this is this week. And you can see, like, I'm just missing a ton of photos. So I'm going to be printing and getting these in and getting this album ready to share with you guys for next week. So what I've done is to get back caught up, or get back to where I feel comfortable. I have gone with my sticky notes and I've placed where I know I have photos, but like for this day, I don't even know. I don't have photos for these days. I may have them on another camera, like I may have photos on my husband's camera. I just looked through my cameras to see what photos I had and I made notes. I'm hoping that I have something to fill in for like especially this week, because I really don't have, I mean, you can see I have 2 photos in here. And then on this week I had blank spots and I did another where I printed something out. I'll talk about that next week. So that's what I've done so far is I've gone in, I've dropped, I looked at what memorabilia I had. I had a few things. I dropped it in the appropriate weeks. I did my title cards so that I would know which week was what. I dropped in some things into my 8.5 by 11 page protector at the beginning that I knew that I had that I wanted to be in there. And then I've made notes on pictures that I know that I have. This was Father's Day and I did an insert. This was an email that I did right away because I knew I had it. I knew it would go in this day. And then it makes me feel like the reason I did this is I just had a couple hours one day and I just went and did this even though I knew I didn't have photos. This is the key for me. When I first started, I thought it felt so overwhelming. I thought, oh my gosh, I don't even have any of these photos. This is a mess. So by dropping things in for what I had and writing these notes, it made me feel like it was less overwhelming to me and it was less crazy. Like I look at this and I go, okay, I know I have a photo of this. I know I have a photo of this. So that's good. So this page is actually complete. I'll just have to do my journaling. Same thing here. I see I have photos. So I'm like, okay, everything's okay. Just got to get those printed. No big deal. So then it's like I just take 1 week at a time and I look at it and I say, okay, this week is a real mess. I'll have to find something. I'll have to go back. I'll have to look at Facebook. I'll have to figure out what we were doing this week. So that is why I've done that. And then I also wanted to share with you guys something that I've done. So this is the end of June. Okay, so you can see my album is pretty full. And I have, you know, quite a few inserts. I have Father's Day. I had quite a few different things, but you can see that it's pretty full. So this is January through June. And I'm pretty comfortable just having this January through June. Most of my albums run January through June, July through December. So I need another album and I'll be getting that next month at the beginning of the month. I go to Michael's about twice a year and it's getting to that point where I need to go pick some things up. So I'll get another album at the beginning of July, but I don't have another album quite yet. But I really wanted to start getting July and August ready. So let me show you what I've done to be able to do that. I've taken, does it matter? Yeah. I've just taken a Becky Higgins page protector box. I have tons of these laying around and I finally found a really good use for them. So what I did is I took the next half of my album and I put it in this box. So I have a page lifter that will go in the front. And then I will do probably just a 12 by 12 piece of paper for the front of that album. So then what I did is I went ahead and got my pages ready. So this is the beginning of July. It's week 27. I have my calendar and then I have my month divider. And then I have an insert for 4th of July and we're also going on vacation. So I have an insert ready in here, ready to go. And so that's week 27. So here is week 28. And I've already done up my 3x4 and my title card. So now I know. So that's week 28. And I put a Post-it note with the week and then the date through it so that if I have time and I want to go back and work on my title cards, I can. Week 28. So here are week 29. So then here's week 30, week 31. And then I used just designer paper from Stampin' Up to do all of July. So I did that. So in August, I really wanted to use a core kit. And I forget, I was going to use, Oh, I was going to use a 6x6 paper pad, but then when I started to use it, I didn't have enough paper to do the whole month. So what I did is I took about 2 hours this last week, and I just took my IKEA cart that has all of my core kits and my paper, and I just sat in the living room and I did July through September. So I ended up, since I didn't have enough paper in that 6x6 paper pad, I used a core kit, and I just used Clementine, which is my favorite core kit. It's the first core kit I ever got, and I really love it. I wish they would redo it to the newer version of the core kits, because I adore it. So this is week 32, week 33, week 34. There goes the kids, sorry. Week 35, and then week 36 goes into September. So I used the Midnight Core Kit for September, and then I have my month divider and my calendar right there. And then I just went through September, that's week 37, week 38, week 39, we have a trip that we're going on. We're going to Washington, D.C. So what I have for this, honestly, really? Okay, so what I have for this week is I have a 6x12 insert, and then I have 2 Design G inserts. I designed them to, when you open these up like this, that they kind of coordinate and go together. And that's in the middle of week 39. So then I have week 40, and then this starts October. So the reason I didn't go ahead and just do October is because I will probably want to use some designer paper that Stampin' Up comes out with for the holidays. I'll probably want to be using, you know, something new, or I'll want to use a 6x6 paper pad, or I just felt like I had used 2 core kits in a row for 2 months, and so I probably would want to do something a little different. So once I get my album next month, I'll just take everything that's in here and I'll drop it into my album, and then I have the exact amount of page protectors that I need for each week, so I don't even have to think about it. This will just be for that album. And then if I need inserts, obviously during any weeks, I will insert them. So that is what I'm doing to try to get back caught up, get back on in the swing of things. So next Saturday, I will have a Project Life blog hop. I will have photos of all of June, and I'll have it you know, finished as much as I can. I'm hoping to have all of June finished, and I'm gonna do some journaling on the computer and get all that taken care of. So thanks guys for coming by. Sorry about the kids yelling and the sirens and all this craziness this morning. Sorry about that. Thanks for coming by, and I'll be back this weekend with some new projects.